Hello students, previous class of this chapter, how plants make food, we studied about how leaves they help in the preparation of the food for plants and why they are considered as the kitchen of the plants. So now today we will discuss about the plants and animals. That means the interdependency of plants and animals. Means how plants are dependent on animals and how animals are dependent on plants for their survival, and how much it is important the equal presence of plants and animals, that we will discuss in today's class. First we shall read the content. So take out your textbook and look for page number 225. Let's read the content first. Plants and animals. Plants and animals are dependent on each other. This interdependence helps in maintaining the balance of nature. Plants are the primary producers of food. Plant-eating animals depend on plants for their food, while flesh-eating animals depend on the plant-eating animals for their food. A chain is formed where each organism in the chain is dependent on the lower animal for food. This chain is called a food chain. Plants give out oxygen that is required by all living beings to survive. Animals, in turn, give out carbon dioxide that is used as a raw material by the plants to make their food. Alright friends, so let us see the plants and animals, how they are dependent on each other. Matlab, plants or animals. Animals means here it will come overall, like we human beings, the dogs, cats, insects, everything. Okay, so how plants and animals are dependent on each other, एक दूसरे के ऊपर किस तरह से depend होकर है. So in that we will discuss about the interdependency. Interdependency means depending upon each other. So interdependency of plants and animals help in maintaining the balance of nature. So here, as we must know that for us to survive we must need plants. Why? Because we will get oxygen from the plants, right? And for plants, if they want to survive, if they want to live, they must need the carbon dioxide. And where do they get the carbon dioxide from? Yes, plants get carbon dioxide from ourselves, that is we human beings, animals and birds. So they will use that, and the oxygen from the plants we will use that. So hence this interchange of substances make the balance in nature. So hence, and that it is called a chain is formed where each organism in chain is dependent on the lower organism for food. This chain is called food chain. So there is a new term, food chain. What is meant by food chain? Food chain, name itself indicates there is a chain. Now the food chain, ये chain खाने की chain किसे कहते हैं? That means over here there is a chain in nature. That means each small organism will be eaten by a big organism, or each big organism will depend upon the small organism for their food. And this food chain is very much important to maintain the balance in nature also. For example, so take an example of cockroach. Cockroach is eaten by frog. Frog is eaten by snake. Snake will be eaten by eagle. Eagle will be eaten by tiger, and so on. And tiger will be hunted by we human beings. Similarly, like this, each bigger organism will depend upon their lower organism for their food, and this interdependency of plants and animals, they will help in the balancing of the nature. Now we will discuss more about in detail about this balance in nature, how the balance nature will be balanced by plants and animals, and also we will discuss more examples of the food chain. So listen it carefully and note down all the points.
Interdependency of plants and animals. Animals and plants are dependent on each other for many things like Plants are a source of food for animals. In deserts, where there is little water, animals fulfill their water requirement by eating plants. Animals and plants survive by breathing in the oxygen produced by green plants. Some animals, like birds and insects, make their home in the trees. So, plants also provide shelter. Insects and some birds drink nectar from the flowers. Honeybirds and butterflies sucking nectar. Plants are also dependent on animals for many things like animals and humans breathe out carbon dioxide. This is used by plants for photosynthesis. Plants absorb nutrients from dead and decaying animals in the soil. They use these nutrients for making food. Animals and birds eat fruits and discard the seeds in other places. The seeds grow into a new plant. Balance in nature. The process of interdependency between plants and animals is called as food chain. Now, you will see how the food chain may get disturbed. Consider the following food chain. Plants are eaten by rabbits, and rabbits are eaten by foxes. If any of these components decrease or increase in number, the whole food chain gets disturbed. For example, if we cut too many plants, there will be no food left for the rabbits. They will starve and die. Since there will be no food for foxes, they also will starve and die. In the same food chain, consider another situation. If we hunt rabbits, their number will decrease. The foxes will have shortage of food. They will starve and die. Again, the food chain got disturbed. So, a change in any component of the food chain disturbs the entire food chain. We can say that there is a delicate balance in nature and we must not disturb it.
Okay student, that was our today's class, and by this the chapter how plants make food comes to an end. So in the next class we shall start another new chapter. Before that we must have to complete all the explanation notes and classwork of this chapter and submit it, get corrections according to the prescribed timetable. Thank you.